graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies baseball here on Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Phillies are out in Sacramento tonight taking on the Athletics at Sutter Health Park and are looking to extend their winning streak to 8 games in a row. They are currently 32-18. They are just behind the Detroit Tigers for the best record in all of baseball. They they are one back in the win column, but the Tigers have played 2 more games, so they are actually currently tied with each other in the standings. So if the Phillies do win, the Tigers, did they play today? Did the Tigers play today? The Tigers lost today. So if the Phillies win, they're going to have the best record in baseball today, which is interesting, and it's good for them, for sure. Jacob Lopez is going to be taking the hill today. It was supposed to be Jeffrey Springs, and the Athletics announced a couple hours ago that Springs is going to be pushed till tomorrow. That's when he will be pitching. So no Jeffrey Springs today. That's what the Phillies were anticipating, but instead they're going to go with Jacob Lopez. We'll talk a little bit more about him in just a few moments, but Zack Wheeler is going to be on the mound, and, well, Zack has just been Wheeler this year. He's been lights out. He's been really great. 64 innings, 80 strikeouts, 12 walks, just 8 homers allowed. I mean, this guy just goes out there every night, and you just know what you're going to get. This guy still has very effective stuff and is still one of the top pitchers in all of baseball, without a doubt. 45 hits allowed on the season, and in his last outing that he pitched, he went 6 shutout innings against the Pittsburgh Pirates, had 6 strikeouts, and just 1 walk allowed. In the month of May, he's gone 20 innings. He's just given up 2 earned runs and has a .9 ERA. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. For 4 outings in a row, if you guys remember, the last 3 outings in April and his first outing in May, he was just giving up 2 earned runs on an average of 5 hits. But now he hasn't given up a run since May 6th. So it's been 2 weeks since that has been the case over that. It's been, 17 days. Really impressive stuff. He's tied for second in strikeouts in all of baseball, has the 4th best whip in the majors as well. And hopefully he goes out there again and just gives you 7 to 8 strong innings, maybe even a complete game. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But if he gives you 6-7 good innings today, you will take that for sure. This Oakland Athletics team has some really good individual pieces. Soderstrom has been really good for them. Of course, Brent Rooker starting to get it on now. Lawrence Butler, who's batting in the leadoff spot for them, he's been having a pretty good season as well. So they have some good individual talent. They're not the Rockies per se, but they do have some nice, valuable players for sure. But still a team that the Phillies should go out and dominate against. It's 75 degrees out in Sacramento. Winds are blowing south at 8 miles per hour. Humidity is at 36%. And it's really sunny out in Sacramento, California. Sutter Health Park is where the Athletics are playing this year. And now we'll get on into the starting lineup. So Trey Turner will be batting in the leadoff spot for the Phillies. Then it'll be Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Alec Bohm, Edmundo Sosa, Wes Wilson, and Johan Rojas. And Turner will step on into the batter's box. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Have the white P on the red helmets. The pitch is just outside for ball one. All right, we're underway. Let's go. The windup and the next pitch to Trey. That's in there for a strike. Again, the Phillies are facing Jacob Lopez. In his only outing, he went 7 innings. That's 7 walks allowed, but 9 strikeouts. The leg kick and the pitch upstairs for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well. Turner hitting .303 on the season with a .414 slugging percentage. 2-1 pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. That's going back over towards the track, and it is gone! Trey Turner starts the party off with a bang! Welcome to Sacramento, Philadelphia. Good start. Hanger left out over the middle of the plate. And Turner let it fly. There's Bryce Harper in the first pitch. He gets a fastball right down Broad Street and swings and misses at it for strike 1. Harper's average has gone up. It's now up to 275. 0-1. It's high for a ball. He went back-to-back with Trey Turner in Game 2 of the Rocky series. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out towards right field. That one's carrying. It's going back towards the track, but Butler just has enough room and makes the grab. So there's the first out. On the defensive side of the diamond, Nick Kurtz is over at first base for the Athletics. Shea Langeliers is catching. Jacob Lopez is on the mound. Luis Urias is over at second base. Jacob Wilson's at short. Miguel Andujar's at third. Kyle Schwarber's up to bat for the Phillies, and he takes a slider inside. Lawrence Butler's in right. In regards to left, it's Tyler Soderstrom. And the center fielder's Denzel Clark, making his Athletics debut. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Clark is in center field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies lead at 1-0 on a solo homer by Trey Turner. Lopez gets set at the belt, winds up and delivers, and Schwarber hits this one foul. And out of play. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well, folks. I voted for 0 homers. Wrong. You voted for 3 or more? 1-2 pitch. It's low and outside. Well, to be fair, I mean, did you do it 4 hours before the game? Or longer than that? Because Jeffrey Springs was supposed to pitch. The 2-2. And that was outside for ball 3. Happy Friday, everybody. Get your grass skirts, coconut bras, and Mai Tais ready. Okay. What's up, John? Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Got 100 people tuning on in. Let's go to 100 likes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lopez gets set above the belt. And the payoff pitch just outside. Good eye by Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber, one of the leaders in walks in all of baseball. Able to get on with a 1-out walk. And Nick Castellanos is up next. Bill Miller is the home plate umpire. Over at first base, it'll be Chad Fairchild. The second base umpires, Roberto Ortiz and Austin Jones, is at third. 1 out, and the pitch to Nick Castellanos. It's way outside for a ball. Look at the Pacers. They're up by 9 in the fourth quarter. Casty's average is at 280. And the 1-0, that was outside, but he swings and misses at it anyways. His last 22 games against the Athletics, Casty is hitting .279. 1-1 to Nick Castellanos. A line drive hit out towards left center field. On the run to make the grab out in the alleyway is Denzel Clark. The throw is cut off by the shortstop. And going back to first is Schwarber. Well, he hit the ball hard, but Clark covered a lot of ground there. And JT is up. The pitch. There's an 89-mile-per-hour cutter taken right down the middle. Sutter Health Park, in case you were wondering, left field is 330 feet, center is 403, and right is 325. The pitch, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Opened on May 15th of 2000. The 1-1 pitch, and JT fouls it back towards the screen. On with the Sacramento River Cats. That's the A's AAA team. A 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and it gets by the catcher, but not too far away. And Langeliers picks it up, throws it over to first, and JT is out. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the first inning. Trey Turner starts the party off with a solo homer. And we're going to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Phils. All right. Again, folks, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. How many home runs do you think that the Phillies will hit tonight? If you said none, you're incorrect. So they're going to get just 1, 2, or 3 or more? That's the poll question. Thanks for the dimensions, JJ. Gonna stick with my 2 dingers tonight. This is Doug. Yeah. One thing I'm trying to get into the habit of is when I announce the umpires and the lineups, I think it's also really important when the Phillies are on the road to mention what the dimensions are of the baseball field, especially with the Athletics, because we've never watched the Phillies play out at Sutter Health Park. So that stuff does matter. All right, so Lawrence Butler is going to be leading it off for the Athletics. He'll be out in right field. Jacob Wilson is over at shortstop. He's batting second. Tower Soderstrom is out in left field. He'll be hitting third. Brent Rooker's DHing, so he'll be batting fourth. Fifth will be Shea Langeliers, the catcher. Miguel Andujar playing over at third base. He'll be batting sixth. Nick Kurtz, the first baseman, will be hitting seventh. Eighth will be Luis Urias, who's over at second base, batting eighth. And ninth is Denzel Clark, who is out in center field. He is the caboose in the Athletics lineup. So just to recap, it's Butler, Wilson, Soderstrom, Rooker, Langeliers, Andujar, Kurtz, Urias, and Clark. And they will be facing Zack Wheeler. A's are in their white tops, white bottoms with the dark green text of Athletics underlined, painted across the chest in cursive, and outlined in gold. First pitch, it's a foul ball. This is Zack Wheeler, 64 innings and 80 strikeouts on the season so far. The 0-1 pitch, it's a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. That's just high, according to Bill Miller. The windup and the next pitch, another fastball with a lot of gas, and this time it's fouled back. Haven't had a leadoff homer in a while. You know, the last person to do it was? I think that's a pretty easy one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This one's going to be poked out over to shortstop. Turner's there, makes the grab. Was playing towards just the left side of second base. Not directly behind it, but just slightly towards the left. And it's a line out by Lawrence Butler. On the defensive side of the diamond, the Phillies have JT catching. Zack Wheeler's on the bump. Bryce Harper's at first. Edmundo Sosa's at second base. Third baseman's Al Bohm. And at shortstop, it's Trey Turner. It's a righty lineup tonight for the Phillies. The pitch to Wilson. That's fouled back. Jacob Wilson leads all rookies with batting average and RBI. He's had a very good year, too. Hitting .342 and has 26 runs driven on it. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's high. As far as the Phillies outfield goes, they got Wes Wilson in left. Out in center, it's Yohan Rojas, and the right fielder's Nick Castellanos. Wheeler kicks, fires, and this one's punched foul. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you, Larry. Do you know where the game is? It's on TV. 1-2 pitch. It's inside and low for ball 2. It's, I think Bay Area Sports or NBC Sports. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks, fires. This one's fouled back. Need the Phillies to not have another meltdown against this team like last year, says Quan. Yeah, talked about it during the postgame show yesterday. Wheeler kicks, fires, and there's a front door sweeper that's in there for a called strike 3. Wow, did that thing have a lot of movement to it. Great pitch thrown by Wheeler. You thought maybe that when he released it, as they showed in slow-mo, that it was going to go towards the left side of the plate, but that thing tailed inside as he released it right on point. Tyler Soderstrom is up, and he stares at a 97-mile-per-hour heater at the knees for strike 1. This guy is hitting .281. He has 10 homers and 30 RBI. He's been a run producer for this Athletics team. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Mark Kotze is the manager for the Athletics, and he has talked about how much of a good player this guy is. 0-2 pitch, and it's outside. That reached 98 miles per hour. 98 from Zack Wheeler. He's 34. He's throwing gas. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Good curveball, but it was low for ball 2. Angry Braves fan here. Still need the Phils to lose, says Charlie. Don't you need the Mets to lose too? 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, they try to see if he went around, and Austin Jones says no. He did not. The count's now full. The payoff pitch from Wheeler, and this one's fouled off. Knicks are keeping it close. The Oilers are shutting out the Stars. We were trying to get out of the inning. And the 3-2 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike 3. Great fastball again at 97 miles per hour. And so 2 strikeouts to end the inning, and we're heading to the top of the second. 1-0 Phils. Zack Wheeler. It's been electric. JJ, what's the attendance? I'll tell you this. I heard, and somebody can fact check me on this, but the Athletics this year have been getting more people to come to Sacramento than they have to Oakland. And again, I heard it, but somebody can fact check me on it. Do not take my word for it. But I'm saying that because it's just interesting if that is the case. All right. Let's check up on these Knicks. Folks, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. Knicks are down by 5 with less than 5 minutes to go. How did that thing get in? That was a nice shot by Michael Bridges. Where are you guys tapping in from? Let us know down below. Ryan says, great job, San Diego. Turner for 3. Yes, Miles Turner. What a nice shot. They needed that. What's sad? Oh, that they're getting more people out in Sacramento than in Oakland. Yeah. Here's the pitch to Bohm. This one's flat out towards right field. Butler gives it a look, and it bounces into the seats. And it is a foul ball. Bohm's going back over to home plate. Couldn't tell where the line was. They're showing Bohm looking over at the home plate umpire. Let's see where this thing bounced. Barely towards the right side of the line. Now they showed the replay. The ball is 1 strike. It is sad. Chatsford. We have a friend out in Chatsford. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. Base hit out into left field. And Bohm gets aboard with a leadoff single. But the bat on the ball got it in between the 5-6 hole. And he's aboard at first base. Let's go. And that'll bring up Edmundo Sosa. Lopez with 22 pitches. He'll kick and deliver. He throws a slider in there for strike 1 at 81 miles per hour. Lopez is 27 years old. 0-1. That's up high for a ball. Was previously on the Tampa Bay Rays. Was born in L.A. It's a left-handed pitcher. And here's the 1-1. Looked a little bit outside, but Bill Miller says it's a strike. He was selected by the Giants in what was the 26th round of the 2018 MLB draft. 1-2 pitch, and there's a high cheese fastball at 92 that Edmundo Sosa chases after. And that's the second strikeout for Lopez. didn't really look deceptive. Fastball it just kept climbing up the hill. Almost went over towards the eye level. There's Wes Wilson, and he stares at strike one. Tuning in from Lancaster. Nice. 0-1 to Wes Wilson. He'll bloop this one out to center field. He'll drop in for a single. And playing it on 2 bounces is Denzel Clark. Stopping at second is Bohm. And the Phillies have 2 base runners in the top of the second inning. Rally time for those Phils. Tell you what, the Phillies have been playing better small ball. Charge! Here's Yohan Rojas. Trey Turner is on deck. And the first pitch to Yohan stares at the slider, and it's in there for strike one. Charlie says, I'm tuning in from Tennessee. Nice. Oh, 1 to Rojas. He'll fly this one towards left field. Running on in is the left fielder, Soderstrom, and he'll make the catch. There's 2 away. And they'll bring up Trey Turner as we flip the lineup card and go back to the top of the order. Turner hit a leadoff homer, start off the first inning. That's how the Phillies got their lone run. 30 pitches for Lopez, and he'll kick, deliver, and it's off target. It's outside. That was Turner's 4th homer of the season. The 1-0 slider that's in there for strike one. One pitch to Trey, and he pops it up. Out towards right center field. Butler calls off Clark and makes the grab. And the inning is over. The side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. And we played 1.5. Rooker, Langeliers, and Andujar are coming up. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Bottom of the second, Phillies are up 1-0. Jalen Brunson just made a nice 3-pointer, and it's a 5-point game. Pacers lead it 110-105 with 90 seconds to go. Still going to keep our eyes on that for sure. Zack Wheeler is going to pitch as we go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Phils. Phillies will be playing tomorrow night at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Time again. Then they wrap up the series out in Sacramento on Sunday afternoon at 4:05. That's when first pitch will be. The pitch way up high for ball one. Costume change. Yeah, it was getting hot. I'm not really feeling so well, guys. But I'm happy to be here. And we're battling, you know. It's now a 3-point game with 1:06 to go. Wow. 2 balls, no strikes. Wheeler gets set at the letters and delivers, and it's fouled back. Two balls, 1 strike. Brent Rooker is up. And Wheeler kicks, deals. It's fouled away. Lawrence Butler lined out to short. And then Jacob Wilson struck out swinging. And Tyler Soderstrom struck out looking. And that was the first inning. The bottom of the first. 2-2 pitch. Upstairs. And again at 98 miles per hour. Got Soderstrom's strikeout looking on a payoff pitch the last time. What's he going to throw here? Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 90 it again from Zack Wheeler. Hope you feel better, JJ. Thank you. Appreciate you. Three-two, swing and a miss. And so Zack Wheeler gets his third strikeout in a row. And his third strikeout on the evening. Nice pitch. Yeah, you do look... ... never mind. Yeah. I know. Langeliers is up, and he takes it outside for a ball. You can say it. 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. Shea is batting just .248. Has 9 homers and 25 RBI. 1-1. This one's fouled away. Over towards the first base side, and Harper gives it a look. He has room, and he can't make the catch. He misjudged that. Guess he thought it was going to go a little bit more towards his left, and he turned around, and he just totally missed it. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Zack Wheeler's like, I'm going to get my 4th strikeout in a row anyways. There you go. Let's go. What's up, James? Wheeler kicks, fires. This one is fouled off of Andujar. The ball is 1 strike. And this pitch is fouled off. Phillies are 2 games above the Mets in the NL East. They're 32-18. Oh, 2 pitch. This one's fouled back towards the screen. Baseball's a grind, man. 0-2 pitch. This one's going to bounce in the dirt for a ball. It's a weird sport. But, it's always there for us. During good and bad times. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. You could be having the best day. You could be having the worst day. And baseball, from the springtime up until the fall, it's always there for you to fall back on. The pitch. This one's going to be blooped out towards right center field. Castellanos can't play it on a bounce. Rojas is there to back him up, and Andujar stays put over at first base as the throw is wheeled on in towards second. What's up, Jason? How are you, my friend? This is Nick Kurtz sitting on the left side. The pitch is inside for ball 1. 14th ranked prospect, according to MLB.com. And here's the 1-0. This one's lined out to right field. Casty's there, makes the grab as he bends over and squeezes it for out number 3. So, we're heading to the top of the 3rd inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. Phillies lead at 1-0. And they'll be back. All right, let's check this Pacers game. Pacers are up by, 5? With 14 seconds to go. Nice. I asked a question on my community tab today. I don't know if you guys saw it. But my question to you is, are the Phillies back? Are the Phillies back? Some people have said, well, they never left. Some people are like, no, they still have a lot to prove to me. And I do want to hear your thoughts about that. Are you bought back in to the Phillies? 4.2 seconds left. What am I saying? Brunson with a 3-pointer that's way off. And the Pacers are going to win. The Pacers are now 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. So the Pacers stole Game 1, and they take Game 2. Wow. Good for them. The Knicks have their backs against the wall. I mean, not literally yet, but being down 2-0. Oof. Crazy. Are the Phillies back? Not sure. Here's the pitch to Harper. Gets jammed on this pitch, and it's hit over towards the right side. Sliding stop by the second baseman. They played him the pull, and the throw from the knees over to first is in plenty of time. Luis Urias able to do a good job fielding that ground ball. Ryan says, yes, we are, my dude. Doug says, still too early to make up my mind yet, but I'm still going to cheer for the Phils. It's fair. The pitch, nets in there for a strike. What would make you feel bought back in? For those of you that aren't there yet, what would make you feel better? Larry says, I'm pretty optimistic, for me anyway. Yeah, you are. You are being optimistic, which I think is interesting. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is way inside for ball 2. They never left, says Laurie. Baseball is a game of streaks and slumps, peaks and valleys. Yes, sir. Either way, these are my guys. Feast or famine, I stick with them. I feel the same way. Let's see some wins against better teams. 2-1. And that's outside or on the outside corner for strike 2. John says consistent scoring. It's fair. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees, and Schwarber goes down looking at a slider. All super chats do go to the top, so if I do miss your comments, I apologize. I do not miss super chats, though. Never. Never, ever, 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 never, ever, never, ever, never. SpongeBob. The pitch. Swing and the miss. Simo Fox says, I'm trying not to get emotionally invested, though it is hard being a Phillies fan because of last year. It was such a letdown. 0-1, foul ball. It's fair, too. It's all valid. The ball is 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the pitch. That's fouled away. Doug says, I've cheered for them when they had bad, good, and mediocre. Not gonna stop when they've been bad, good, or mediocre. I'm with you. I'm with you. The ball's 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. Lopez gets set at the belt and fires, and Castellanos goes a hacking and misses at it badly. And so we're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Urias, Clark, and Butler are due up for the A's. That's 8, 9, and 1. Did they screw that up? I think it's 9, 1, and 2. No, it is 8, 9, and 1. I screwed up. Come on, JJ, what are you doing? Last year was great in the first half, but the second half spoiled it. Yeah. Try being a 76ers fan and Phillies during 2013 and 2018. Rough times for both teams. Eagles saved my sanity and fandom. Yeah. I know. I brought up the question the other day if we're taking the Phillies for granted right now. And part of me kind of thinks to myself, well, it could be a lot worse. It could be better, but it definitely could be a lot worse. And so I know that we tried to strive for success, and we want this team to win. That's ultimately what it comes down to. But to your point, we could be competing for nothing at all. We could have 3 or 4 teams that just aren't playoff bound. So this is sort of a golden era, if you will, of Philly sports. The Flyers are getting better. This is a big draft for the Flyers. It is. It's a huge draft, huge offseason for the Flyers. Phillies, it's win now or nothing. And the Eagles, they're trying to get back to the dance, meaning the Super Bowl. This one's popped up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. And the Sixers, well, they're in a trap. Luis Urias' pit is up to bat. Has 6 homers and 11 RBI. 0-1. It's inside. from Zack Wheeler. Wheeler, in this month alone, has the best whip and the 5th best ERA. It's the golden era for the Phillies, but not for the other Philly sports generally. Well, 2-1, line drive, base hit out to left field, and Wes Wilson's there to cut it off. The throw's going to be made over to second base, and the throw is not in time. Urias is safe at second. Thought he was a little bit slow to get on over to second, but Wilson just couldn't get him out. It was a sweeper that just flattened out from Zach. Didn't get the dip that he wanted. Turner actually cut it off, and then he threw it over to second base. Not saying that if he didn't cut it off that he would have been safe, but... And he wouldn't have had a chance, but I thought it was closer than it was before. Here's Denzel Clark making his major league debut. And he stares at ball one. The 1-0 pitch. That misses outside. It's the number 5 prospect for the Athletics. He's tall. 2 balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball right down Broad Street at 97. Doug says, I just want my Flyers to be a consistent playoff team again. Two one, foul ball. Yeah, they need a goalie, and they need to build around Michkov the right way. They have a lot of work to do. 2-2 pitch. This one is lined out to right field. Casti will make the grab, and he throws it over to third base. Staying put at second will be Urias. What do you think of the Red Sox green monster uniforms? They're sick. I talked about you mean the City Connect uniforms. I talked about that before. It's the best City Connect uniforms. 1 ball, no strikes to Lawrence Butler. He lined out to short. And the 1-0 misses inside for ball 2. How about those Orioles? They have really spiraled downward. They lost 19-5 today to the Red Sox, and then they were supposed to play game 2 of a doubleheader tonight. That's going to be played tomorrow. 2 balls, 1 strike. AK is here. What's up, AK? How are you? Wheeler looks back at second. And back to home plate. And the 2-1 is grounded towards shortstop. It's a slow roller. Turner has it, though. Throws it over to first. So 2 outs. Here's Wilson. Struck out in the first. 2 away. And the pitch. There's a 1-hopper hit over to shortstop. Turner picks it up. Sidearm throw to first. In time. We're heading to the 4th inning. So, Phillies lead at 1-0 on 3 hits, and JT will lead off the 4th inning when the Phillies return to action. They'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You know, I say this time and time again. First and foremost, welcome aboard, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We do every single one of those games, as I just mentioned. Baseball is a wild sport. The Baltimore Orioles have been going through a weird slump. They fired their manager, and just things have been really south for them this year. Gunnar and Adley have not been doing well at all, and something's been off with them. And they are fit to last in walks, and it's just funny to me how small ball was something that we emphasized for the Phillies last year, and the Orioles seem to really struggle with that from what I've been able to watch and what I've been able to hear. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. And I bring this up because sometimes when you look outside of your team that you follow, sometimes you say to yourself, well, damn, it could be a lot worse. Maybe the Phillies aren't as bad as we thought in small ball compared to this team. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Lopez throws a fastball in there for strike 1. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. The Twins, are they for real? I don't know. They've been playing really good baseball. They are hot. They are the hottest team in baseball. But you remember a couple of years ago when the Flyers got red hot, and then they just absolutely cooled off when they headed into March and April. Flyers at one point that year were like the best team in hockey. They were unstoppable for like a 3-week stretch. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And JT is down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout for Lopez. Phillies are finally being a little selective at the plate. They're walking more. They're striking out less. They're blooping base hits. They're stealing. They have more of a sense of urgency when they're batting. Here's the windup and the pitch. Up high for a ball. Yankees really could lose to the Rockies. They're down by 1. Here's the 1-0. It's fouled away and finds the seats. Alex singled in the 2nd, and so he's 1 for 1 on the evening so far. Lopez looks back at first. Now back to the plate. And here's the 1-1 offering. It's way up high. They're being more selective and it's paying off. That's true. 2-1 pitch, way outside for ball 3. They're working up the counts. And they're not just swinging for the fences. Everything seems to be coming together. 3-1 pitch. This one's popped out towards medium depth center field. And Clark comes running in, stops, lunges towards his left side, and catches out number 2. Hit that like button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. Mod Squad, how many likes and how many viewers do we have? The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Just 76. Come on, man. Let's go. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's fouled away. I feel like this is the way that you're supposed to play the game. Yeah. And it sounds simple in theory. I think that sometimes they overcomplicate things. And it's not just the Phillies. It's all the teams. But you're right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Lopez, swing and a miss. And then Mundo Sosa goes down swinging again. Another strikeout for Lopez. That's his 6th strikeout in 4 innings of work. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Phillies up 1-0. Today's May 23rd. It is May 23rd. Wow. Which means it's time now for On This Day in Phillies history as we go to the bottom of the 4th. In 1931 on this day, Jim Elliott, who was a pitcher, poked the ball to right field, but got thrown out at first by Dodgers right fielder Babe Herman. Elliott did get the win in what was an 8-5 victory. In 1987 on this day, right after the Phillies beat the Giants, thanks in part to a 9th-inning balk, Giants manager Roger Craig had words with umpire Doug Harvey, and Harvey issues a rare postgame ejection. Didn't really do a lot then. In 1991, on this day, Tommy Green pitched a no-hitter to beat the Montreal Expos 2-0 in only his 15th Major League start. In their lineup, they had Delino DeShields, Larry Walker, Andres Galarraga, and Marquis Grissom. It was back in 1991 on May 23rd. Here's Wheeler pitching. And we start off the bottom of the 4th with a ball. The Clearwater Thresholds on this day dropped a 23-inning game. That was back in 2011. 2 players recorded 10 at-bats each in that game. 1-0 is taken down for ball 2. And here's the 2-0 pitch. That sinker is fouled off. 53 pitches for Zack Wheeler. 32 strikes, 21 balls. They'll get the signs from JT. And I'll get set the letters and the pitch. And that curveball is going to hit Soderstrom right on the knee. Did it hit him? No, they said that it's a ball. Looked like it hit him for a sec. No, it did not. So it's 3-1. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. This will be the third time today that Wheeler has had to deal with a full count. The payoff pitch from Wheeler. This is bounced towards the right side. Sosa picks it up on 2 bounces, throws it over to first, and there's the first out. Tyler Soderstrom got on top of it. Got a super chat over on the vertical. Tiffany, thank you so much. Mods, thanks for looking out on the vertical side. Means a lot. James, thanks so much. James and Tiffany, thanks so much for the super chat. That's really nice. The pitch to Rooker. It's fouled off. It's a lot of tabs for me to keep open, so I apologize. $5 super chat. The pitch. And that is taken for a ball. Hey everyone, Tiff and Jay here. Jay is all happy that the Pacers beat the Knicks and Siakam scored 39 and wondered if you saw the Halliburton shot last night. 1-1 pitch and it's way inside for ball 2. Did I see that shot? I watched the highlights on replay for about 15 minutes. Just the last 2 minutes. 2-1, foul ball. I have never seen the Pacers or a team get just ridiculously hot from 3 and just put up video game numbers within the last couple of minutes of a basketball game, really within the last 40 seconds. And then the Knicks collapsed the way that they did. The pitch, this one's grounded over to third. Bohm backhands it, throws it over to first, and it's in time for out number 2. I don't think anybody has, because teams apparently were 0-994 since 1996 when trailing by 8 points with 35 seconds to go. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Oh, 1 swing and a miss to Shea Langeliers. 2 minutes is about all I can watch of the Pacers too, says Tiff. That was honestly one of the that was the greatest comeback I ever saw in any sports outing. 0-2 pitch, foul ball. The greatest comeback within a couple of minutes. That's how you beat the odds. 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Zack Wheeler gets out of the 4th inning. And we're heading to the 5th. 4 shutout innings for Zack Attack. Even the Reggie Miller game. Larry, that game, you need to go watch that. You need to go watch that. It took everything for the Pacers to go right and everything for the Knicks to go wrong for the Pacers to win that game. and to force it to overtime. I've never seen a guy hit 6 threes with like 2 minutes to go, hit all 6 of his shots, and then the way that regulation ended with that Halliburton shot. I mean, BW was here, and he said that thing bounced 3 feet up in the air as it hit the back of the rim, and it just went straight down the drain. It went even higher than that. That was about 5 feet, I think. Yeah. Boone was an Iron Man for sure and one of the best defensively. Larry says I saw the last 2 minutes. That beats the Tyrese Maxey game. That beats, and look, we loved what Tyrese Maxey did. 7 points in 17 seconds. This was like the Tyrese Maxey game plus the Reggie Miller game on steroids. I did say when I called in, this is Jay, that the game was an instant classic. Yeah. He did. Pitch is taken for a ball. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I think that the greatest comeback I ever saw, I mean, the Super Bowl in 2016 has to be up there. That Vikings game, though, with the Justin Jefferson catch of his life, that's in the books, too. Here's Wes Wilson. He's 1 for 1. He's singled back in the second. Phillies lead 1-0. And the 2-1 pitch from Lopez is a slider that catches the knees for strike 2. Baseball-wise, I will never forget 14-2. 2-2 pitch. That's on the inside corner for a called strike 3. And Wes Wilson goes down looking. That's the 8th strikeout for the Phillies today, offensively. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Vikings come back from 33-0 versus the Colts, too. Was a good one, yeah. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, 2. Way outside for a ball. While we're on the Sixers real quickly, one ball, 2 strikes. And Lopez kicks and delivers, and it's up high for ball 2. While we are on the Sixers, okay, I will tell you that, and you're probably not going to want to hear this, but if the Sixers do want to fully rebuild, they may have to give up Tyrese Maxey. 2-2, and it's outside for ball 3. They just may. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Rojas strikes out. And there's out number 2. Another strikeout for Lopez. His 8th of the game. This stuff has been on point now. He had 4 strikeouts and 2 2/3 in his last game. The pitch to Trey Turner. That's in there for a strike. Two gone in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch to Turner is up high for a ball. Don't disagree. Who would they trade for? Picks. 1-1 pitch to Turner. This one's flied out towards left field. Getting under it is Soderstrom, and he'll make the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. I'm a huge Tyrese Maxey fan. Phillies lead at 1-0, by the way. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. I'm a huge Tyrese Maxey fan. Okay? But if you get an offer that you just can't resist just to get a lot of assets back for Tyrese Maxey, you got to do it. You have to. You have to do it. I love Tyrese Maxey. I've been such a fan of his. And look, I will never forget that game that he had in the Garden. And I will never forget him defying odds and being drafted right where he was. For him to shoot up and go from shooting 30% in college to 43% from three-point range, that's ridiculous for a guy to make that type of a jump. But if they want to rebuild, he's their only tradable asset. He just is. And I like McCain. I like Ace Bailey. But I'm saying that if the Sixers really want to do a full rebuild and they want to do it the right way, you can't resist an offer for Tyrese Maxey if it's really, really good. You can't. You just can't. Joel may not ever be the same, and I'm very thankful for how great Joel Embiid has been over these last 9 years. I know that the city is divided about it, but when all is said and done, he's one of the best players, talent-wise, that the Sixers have ever had. Ever. That's a shame. He's their only tradable asset. OKC has shown the blueprint for future team building. You need to find the one guy and the rest of the roster be on cheap contracts. You need athleticism. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. Baumholtz plays it on the hop. Throws it over to first. It's in time. Kevin's sleeping. He doesn't like the basketball talk. He hates basketball. It's like, JJ, shut up and stop talking about hoops. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Embiid may not even be in the league in 3 years. Who would want him? That's right. That's exactly right. 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. One ball, one strike to Nick Kurtz. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Zack Wheeler still pitching for the Phillies. And by the way, they lead at 1-0 on a solo homer by Trey. Just 2 hits allowed for Zack Wheeler. No walks. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Wheels. And there's 2 gone. David says, I'm going to bed. Good night, David. Embiid is a sad story. The pitch. And there is a foul ball. Tiff just with a $5 super chat for Kevin. Get some Kleenex, said with smiles. Thanks so much, Tiff and Jay. You guys are awesome. Luis Arias is up to bat. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th with an 0-1 count. And Wheeler comes set and throws it inside. Maybe this is a sad story. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. I think it's sad for you because you only got to see him dominate for 1 year. You know, like that's... Yeah, he was at the peak of his prime for that. But I don't really feel sad, as weird as that sounds. 1-2, that's outside for ball 2. I'm more so sad about how the team was built around him. And just the organization for not taking full advantage of it. 2-2. Fly ball hit out to center field. Rojas is there, makes the grab in front of the warning track. There's out number 3, and we're going to the 6th inning. Harper, Schwarber, and Castellanos are coming up. I'm still traumatized from watching JJ call a Sixers game for 30 seconds. It was like an auctioneer on speed compared to the pace of baseball. Yeah. It's a different sport. Again, you're on the radio. You gotta describe it all. You're the eyes and the ears. It's just how it goes. I'm not a big basketball fan either. Basketball isn't big on my list anymore, says Doug. I understand. It's a different sport. It is. I was more so into watching that guy, to be honest with you. I mean, I like Tyrese Maxey. I like what the playoffs are doing. The playoffs have been awesome. But, you know, the reason why I got into it in the first place was because I had an opportunity with the Blue Coats. I mean, I was into it, but I wasn't as fully into the league. I followed the players, but not as closely as I did when I was doing G League stuff. I love all 4 Philadelphia teams. It's just painful that hockey and basketball have not produced championship results for a long time, says Kwan. I'm with you. I'm with you. We'll see. We'll see what the Flyers do this year. The pitch, swing and a miss. The draft is coming up soon. Draft is coming up soon. The ball is one strike on the pitch to Harper. It gets him right on the hand. And he is in pain. Oh, boy. He'll be rewarded first base. Athletics are saying hold up because they think that maybe the ball touched the knob of the bat. The trainer's going out there to check up on Bryce. See where it hit him. Don't tell me it got him on the elbow. It did. Got him on the inner elbow. That's not good. It's the left elbow. Rob is there too. He's taking off the batting gloves and he says, I'm going to stay in the game. Oh, boy. He's walking over to first. Man, that's the last thing that the Phillies need. The last thing. I thought my playback was on 2 times, then I realized it was live. Embiid will forever be connected to the word potential. I mean, he had a good career. Like he had, I know that injuries always played into effect, but his dominant years were really good. The pitch is outside for a ball. And honestly, I don't think it's going to happen, but he really could come back healthy next year. There is a chance of that happening. 1-0 pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. I doubt it, but if he does defy those odds, that would be an incredible story. You mean Lamar Odom? Or sorry, not Odom. Greg Oden. Lamar Odom. The pitch is taken for a strike to Kyle Schwarber. So Harper is over at first base. He got hit on the left elbow, not the right one. 2-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. Despite that, 3-1. That's in there for strike 2. Yeah, Greg Oden, my bad. You're good. Just wanted to make sure. 3-2 pitch. This one's popped up towards the right side. And second baseman has it, makes the grab. And 1 away. Lamar Kardashian. Yeah. Didn't Tristan Thompson date a Kardashian too? Here's Nick Castellanos, and he takes a changeup in there for strike 1. Time is 11:23. Oof. 0-1 pitch, way inside. Chloe. Thanks. Thanks, Steph. Who hasn't dated a Kardashian? Mahomes. What NBA player hasn't? You guys jinxed each other. You didn't say NBA, but what NBA player hasn't dated a Kardashian? Joel Embiid. Runner goes, and here's the 1-1, and Castellanos will pop this one up and foul ground, and can't tell where it is. I think that the catcher caught it. He did. They had to zoom out really quickly. And so Langeliers made the catch. Didn't see how it happened. And Harper had to go back to first. I forced Jay to watch the show. Really? I do kind of like reality TV. I kind of like it. Here's the pitch. And that's a foul ball. Klein says Embiid is wasted potential, talent, and unlucky. Between his injuries, initial lack of care for his fitness, and horrible team building by the GM and ownership, all at once is unreal. We could write a whole book about the Sixers. It's not even funny. Toss back to first, and Harper dives back in there safely. We could write a whole book about the Phillies. How unlucky they've been. If Embiid comes back to play 60 regular season games, 20 playoff games, that will never happen, says for old man Ferguson. Well, I would love for him to defy the odds. 0-1. That's outside and low for a ball. John says, what do you think this is? This is just... Here's the 1-1. I'll get back to that in a sec. The pitch. This one's flied out towards right field. On the run is Butler, and he goes towards the track and turns his glove over, makes the catch. He misjudged that thing for sure. I think that the wind took it towards the left side, and Butler somehow, some way was able to catch onto it and squeeze it before it went out of his glove. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Old Man Ferguson says, I would love it to. No, absolutely. I would. We all would, for sure. What do you think this is, JJ? This is the best way that I can explain this, right? Is Willy Wonka has a chocolate factory, right? And there's different contestants. Obviously, nobody gets out or anything, but just the whole mixture of personalities. You know, you have Veruca and her dad, and then you have Mike TV. I almost said Max TV because I was thinking the Max Coverage TV. And you had his mom. You know, like you have a different mixture of all different types of personalities here on this one thing that we all have in common. You know? Imagine just taking all those personalities from Willy Wonka and bringing them on here just to follow one team. That's the best way I can explain it. You put them all in like one room. It's cool. Violet Bureau Guard. Yes. The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries. It's always the Truman Show on Play by Play with JJ. Augustus Scoop. Yeah. You sold Fizzly Lincoln drinks. Isn't that how you say it? Fizzly lifting drinks? Yeah. This is Zack Wheeler's 7th straight start with 6 or more strikeouts in 5 innings. I'm the I want it now. That's Veruca. And Jay is Augustus. That makes JJ Willy Wonka. Or the Candyman. The Candyman! The Candyman can. Oh, one pitch from Wheeler. Swinging a bounce. That's fouled. If JJ was a sandwich, he'd be a PB and JJ. What, you guys are the peanut butter and I'm the glue? That's cute. 0-2 pitch. This one's bounced foul. Doug says, can I be an Oompa Loompa so I can do one of those songs? I knew somebody would say that. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch is up high and inside for ball 1. This is Denzel Clark. That's one of the movies where the book is not as good as the movie. You know? 1-2, and that's up high for ball 2. Not saying that I've read like a lot of books over the last 5 years or so. And I should. But that's just one of those movies where, you know, a lot of times the book is better than the movie. Because the movie leaves out certain things. But yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the windup and the pitch. That was inside, but it's a cold strike 3. And Wheeler will take it for sure. Who's the better Willy Wonka? It's Gene Wilder for sure. Here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit, out to left field. It's played on 2 bounces by Wes Wilson. And it's an opposite field single for Lawrence Butler. How many chairs now? Pull up 7. 7 chairs for Zach. Jacob Wilson is up at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. So do I have to cast everybody for this Willy Wonka thing? No. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. This one's grounded over to third base. Bohm picks it up, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 2. Seven strikeouts, no walks, no runs, and 3 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. It's inside and low for a ball. It looks like, I know that Larry said before, if you could find out the attendance for tonight. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I will tell you, it's a pretty good crowd for the capacity that they have. 1 ball, no strikes, and Wheeler fires, and it's outside. Two-oh pitch. Strike 1. I had an uncle who looked like Willy Wonka with the fro, says John. Him and my aunt were swingers. They stayed married 50 years. Wow. While all the rest got divorced. Their kids, however, were whack jobs. And that's probably to put it nicely, I would assume. 2-2. That's fouled off. Wow. 50 years. 50 years. That's a long time. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Zack Wheeler. 8 chairs for Wheeler. It's great. Luzardo trade has been amazing. Wheeler keeps dealing. Starting pitching is definitely our strength. You're married for 50 years? Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's actually really incredible. Congratulations on that. That makes me happy. You got to sample other cows' milk. Oh boy. Tiffany says 50 years is amazing. Jay and I would either go out in a body bag or handcuffs. JK. Just kidding. You guys are funny. Hey folks. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Yeah. Not really too much going on in this game. It's more so of a laid-back game, if you will. And you can just kick your feet up. You know, if you fall asleep, that's totally fine. But we appreciate you guys for being on here. We know it's a late one for you guys, and tomorrow's going to be a late one too. But if you're comfortable, stick around. It's cool. You know what I really like about this? The one thing I really enjoy is that no matter what, okay, whether we're laughing, whether we're upset, doesn't matter how we're feeling, we all have that connection. It's pretty powerful. Here's the pitch to Bohm. There's a fly ball hit out to left field, and getting under it to make the grab will be Tyler Soderstrom for out number 1. Happy birthday, Otto. Yo, Phillies, can't stay long. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, man. The pitch to Sosa. It's outside for a ball. Happy birthday, my friend. Shout out to you. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Sosa. It's outside. Happy birthday, man. Go out and celebrate. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Sosa. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards left center field. Who's going to get it? Clark will call off Soderstrom and catch it. Excuse me. Stott's not playing again. No, Bryson Stott's not here right now. Can I take a message? Brandon Marsh is also not playing right now either. I could also take a message for him as well. They have a righty-dominant lineup today. 2 outs, and the pitch. This one, again, is popped up towards the third base side in foul territory. And Andujar gets under it, makes the grab, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-0 Philadelphia is the score. Okay, Rooker, Langeliers, and Andujar are coming up to bat for the A's. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. We'll do this one. We've been talking about how great the starting pitching has been. Does anybody know, okay, in Phillies franchise history, who has the best ERA of all time? The best ERA of all time in Phillies franchise history. The lollipop guilt from Munchkinland. See you. I was thinking about them today. Cole Hamels. Who has the best ERA in Phillies franchise history? John Denny. Oh, John Denny. Tommy Green. Roy Halladay. Grover? Grover Alexander is correct. Good job. Good job, Tiff. Tiff and Jay. Awesome job. Grover Alexander has a lifetime 2.18 ERA in Phillies franchise history. Tully Sparks is number 2 with a 2.48. And then Earl Moore's third with a 2.63. Charlie Ferguson, 4th on the list with a 2.67 ERA. And Erskine Mayer with a 2.81 ERA. The pitch. This one's popped up over towards second base, and the catch is going to be made for out number 1. Grover Cleveland Alexander played from 1911 up until 1930. But he played with the Phillies from 1911 to 1917, and then he went to the Cubs from 1918 to 25. Spent 2 years, or 2.5 years, I should say, with the Cardinals, and then retired as a Philly. First pitch. That's taken for a ball. Second pitch is fouled away. In his rookie year with the Phillies, he had a 28-13 record and a 2.57 ERA in 48 games. He pitched in 367 innings and struck out 227 batters. Grover, yes, Grover is a Sesame Street character. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. This one is chopped foul. But what's really impressive is that Grover, from 1915 till 1920, had an ERA every year of less than 2. And he won 30 games or more in 3 of those years during that stretch. 1-2, or the 2-2, I should say, and that's inside for ball 3. The payoff pitch. This one's flat out to left field. Wilson comes running in, stops, and makes the grab for out number 2. Who was the last Phillies player to touch 300 innings in a season, says Doug? 300 innings? I'm going to say Roy Halladay. Two away in the bottom of the 7th, and Andujar stares at ball 1. Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton was the last Phillies pitcher to reach 300 innings, and that was back in 1972. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, that's inside for ball 2. Carlson threw for 304 innings, and that was back in 1980. It says on StatMuse. Two one. That's taken down for ball 3. So Wheeler has 102 pitches. Getting a lot of questions here. How many pitches does Wheeler have? What's the score? It's 1-0 Phils. The 3-1 offering fouled away. I really didn't realize it was that long ago. We're never going to see that again. Three balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the payoff pitch. That's outside for ball 4. And Zack Wheeler, the rare walk. He gives up a walk with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And I assume that this is probably going to be Wheeler's last batter. Looks like the A's are going to go with a pinch hitter. Don't see anybody warming up in the pen. They haven't showed that yet, but there is going to be a conference out here with JT, the infielders, and Zack Wheeler. Wheeler in his last 9 starts has allowed just 11 walks in 64 innings. Toss bat to first. Not in time. What inning is the game in? Just woke up from a nap. Bottom of the 7th, 1-0 Phils. 2 away. And the pitch to Nick Kurtz. It's down for a ball. Speaking of Otto, when's Otto Kemp's birthday? Here's the 1-0. And it misses inside for ball 2. Otto Kemp, when's his birthday? Duo pitch. Down for ball 3. Wheeler's looking a little bit tired out there. September 9th of 1999. So Eagle Otto and Otto Kemp don't share the same birthday. It's not even close. 3-0 pitch. Hits outside for ball 4. And Zack Wheeler's in a pickle. And Rob recognizes it. He says, all right, you're done. He'll pull the plug. The tying run's over at second. And the go-ahead run is over at first. And Orion Kirkering, I think, is going to come on in. Yes, he is. Call to the pen. Yeah, they need to get the bullpen warmed up. Well, Orion's coming in right now. The only other game that's on, you got Angels and Marlins. It's 6-2 LA. The Giants shut out the Nationals today 4-0. I don't know if you guys saw this, but former Phillies pitcher after 13 seasons, Jake Diekman, has finally retired. Jake Diekman. This is one of my favorite guys that we had coming out of the pen. Jake Diekman. Do you guys remember him? Diekman's now 38 years old. He posted today, it's been a blast. And he had a whole tweet. It was actually 4 pictures. I think he posted it on Instagram. Matt Strom posted on Twitter 9 hours ago and said, any good card shops in Sacramento? My man loves collecting cards. Kevin's being really salty about the Yankees. He said it's going to extras in New York. It's 5-5, even though they're out in Colorado. The pitch from Orion. It's down low for a ball. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you're being serious about the Mets. My bad. I didn't see that. My bad, my bad. My bad. He was being serious. 1 ball, no strikes. That's my bad. It's in there for strike 1. That's Dodgers. I see it. Rios is up. The 1-1 pitch. And pitch was inside. And he went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kerkering kicks, fires the pitch, swing and a miss, and Arias does a little bat flip as he goes back to the dugout. Orion Kerkering does his job. We're going to the 8th inning, 1-0 Phils. Wow. Had a lot of hope for Kerkering, but he's been maddening to watch. I'll tell you what, I know that this isn't against like the top competition in the world, but it seems to me, and I will look at the stats, but over the last 4 or 5 outings that he has pitched, it's been better. Now, it does help when you come on in to face one batter the other day and Bryce Harper makes an excellent catch on the first pitch to get out of the inning. But ever since May 6th, he's been really good. He has. It's been strong. Hoping this 2 innings to get through. Got some nails to bite. I'm not a nail biter. I'm really not. I never understood that. I never understood nail biting. Never understood it as a habit. Swaying, I get. Nail biting, though? Pencil tapping, I understand that as a habit. But nail biting, nah, that's not. I'm not a nail biter. I'm really not. It's weird. Kevin says gross. I mean, some people do it. John says it's a disgusting habit. Well, that changes our whole friendship, I guess, for those people that do it. No, kidding. Humans are disgusting. Just kidding. I don't bite my nails. Just an expression. I don't get it either. Oh, I didn't say that you did, but there are people that are nail biters. Rank up there with burping on a live stream. That's different. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. There's a difference. Especially when you're on every day. 1-1. Is that a strike? It is. James says nerves. Do we have any nail biters on here? 1-2. Swing and a miss. And so there's 1 out in the 8th inning. I'll tell you what I don't do on stream. I will never, ever, 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 ever fart on stream. Ever. It's not healthy when you got to hold it in, but I will never do that. The pitch, that's outside. That is, oof. 1-0 pitch. That's low and outside for ball 2. JJ's catching some strays. It's all good. I like it. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Trey Turner. Line drive, base hit out to left field. And so there's a 1-out single from Trey Turner, and he gets aboard. Fun fact, 93%. 93% of acrylic talons. What? Acrylic talons? Is that how you say it? Tested positive for fecal matter. I'll have to do research on that. That sounds disgusting. But I'll have to do my research on that. The pitch. Bryce Harper. And that's fouled off. Let's change the topic. Sterner's pitching. The ball is 1 strike. This is Justin Sterner, 28 years old. 0-1. That's outside for a ball. You know what's weird? 1 ball, 1 strike. Toss bat to first, not in time. I've never seen, and this is kind of odd to me. I've never seen a baseball player. I've never seen a pitcher or a batter sneeze in the game. 1-1. This one's grounded foul. I've never seen a batter or a pitcher sneeze during a game. I mean, don't really think about it. I don't know how he got here, but geez. I never thought about that. 1-2 pitch to Harper, foul ball. And you would think that just during, they play during allergy season, that it would just happen. 162? One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 8th, and the pitch to Harper. He lays off on the sweeper. You can bet he had beans. The day JJ disappeared. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Harper, foul ball. I'm sure that they take medications if they have allergies. Yeah, but you would just think that during one of the games of the 162 that they would just pop a chew. That it would just come out. Pitch is thrown back to first. It's not in time. I don't remember ever seeing that either. That's wild. They're outside, too. Yeah, exactly. You just think that it would just naturally happen. It's weird. 2-2, and that's up high and outside for ball 3. The throw over to second base. Not in time. There's no pollen in the stadium. Well, it's not even just allergies like that. Just like a cold or whatever it is. I mean, I naturally just sneeze sometimes. I don't even... I have allergies, but... it's only natural. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Turner swipes second, and the 3-2 that hits Harper on the foot. Man, he has taken a couple for the team, and he just yelled out, I think, an expletive word. He just said, God damn it. He's walking over to first. Man, stop hitting our guy. Don't hit our guy. Come on. First he got hit on the left elbow. Now he gets hit on the back foot. Trainer's out there as he's over at first base. That's you, especially looking at the sun. It looks like we're going to have a mound visit here. So 2 runners on and 1 out. Harper's going to stay put over at first. Harper, I'll admit it, is a tough dude. His toughness is what I truly respect. I agree. Here's Kyle Schwarber as he comes up to the plate. Phillies could use an extra run here at the very least. The pitch to Schwarber, strike 1. It's a fastball at 93 at the knees. Charge! A ball is 1 strike. Turner's at second. Harper's at first. And Sterner kicks, fires, and it's outside. Renaud with the $5 super chat. Phillies hold and win this game. Ring that bell, says Renaud Stevens. Love it, love it. The 1-1 pitch to Schwarber. It's inside for ball 2. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. From you, from James, and Tiff. You guys are awesome. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball right down Broad Street. Two balls, 1 strike. 190 people tuning on in. And the windup and the next pitch to Schwarber. Fly ball hit out towards right center field. On the run is Clark. He'll make the catch. And Turner tags up from second. Puts the stop signs on as the throw is drawn over to third. So Schwarber flies out towards right center. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. So if you do enjoy this, we also do Sunday Night Baseball as well. If you guys enjoyed this play-by-play commentary, that's why we're called Play-by-Play with JJ. It's in the title. You know? And it's fun. Here's Casty, swinging a miss on the cutter that was outside, and he got tricked up. Nick lined out, struck out, and fouled out. 0-1 pitch to Casty, and he dribbles it foul. Justin Sterner, 28 years old, right-handed pitcher from La Jolla, California. 0-2 pitch to Castellanos. It's popped up. It's hit out towards straightaway center field. Clark doesn't even have to move, and he makes the grab. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-0 Phils. Thanks to a leadoff homer by Trey Turner. Once upon a time, it was to start off the ball game. That's all the offense. Okay. They got to rely on their bullpen. That's what they're going to have to do. If you have not done so already, please make sure that you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We appreciate you guys for staying on here. Any updates on Mets and Dodgers? Good question. We have it posted. It's right here. It's in the bottom of overtime, a.k.a. the bottom of the 10th. Mets are up to bat. Bottom of overtime. Is that really what the scoreboard spot does? There's 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. Mets and Dodgers are tied 5-5. Mets came back. They were down 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th. And I guess that Tanner Banks blew the save. No, it was a Trevino. Not Tanner Banks, sorry. I was thinking of Tanner Scott. Scott did blow the save. That sucks for me in fantasy. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's egregious. I can't be losing fantasy points. What are you doing? 3 earned runs on 3 hits. Who homered? Jeff McNeil had a triple. And Tyrone Taylor had an RBI single. Ugh. Screw the Mets. Overtime. That game is actually on Apple TV. Matt Strom's going to pitch. We're in the bottom of the 8th. It's in overtime. The clock is winding down. There have been 17 pitch clock violations in that game. The pitch. That's inside for a ball. Marshawn! Dude, I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on? 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Zack Wheeler was dealing G's. Where have you been? I'm happy to see you, my friend. Feels like I haven't seen you since Super Bowl. I think I've seen you a couple of times. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the buzzer beater pitch. It's up high for ball 2. Strom has 1 minute to get Clark out. 2-1. Foul ball. That would be wild if baseball was a time sport. What are you doing? You have like 45 seconds to get this guy out. Come on. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. The pitch was inside, but Bill Miller says you're out, Clark. That helps Strom. Call a timeout, says Larry. One out, bottom of the 8th. Ugh, that would be wild. That should be a thing. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. Umpire was like, you know what, I got to help out Strom here. We got to beat the clock. The ball is 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did. Strike 2. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Umpire calls a timeout. Holding pitcher. 5-yard penalty. 0-2 pitch. That one's offsides. It was off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 Phils. 1 out. Lawrence Butler is up. And here's the 1-2. This one is fouled away. And Butler does a little bat flip. Go to the white line and the clock should stop. One-two pitch. It's outside and low for ball 2. Offsides. Two-two pitch from Strom. That's outside and low for ball 3. He just got issued a warning for neutral zone infraction. Payoff pitch to Butler. Line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Castellanos has to go towards the wall. Butler's going to jog over to second base. The helmet comes flying off, and he is standing up in scoring position. Ronald says, reminds me of basketball. But the double doesn't count because he stepped out of bounds on his way over to first. They got to replay second down. Damn. 10 o'clock games, am I right? Tying runs over at second. Jacob Wilson's up. And the pitch to Wilson. Fly ball hit out to left field. It's foul. Phillies are going on a Pico power play. Gotta take out the outfielder. 0-1. This one's grounded towards the right side. Sosa plays it on a bounce, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 2, and Butler heads over to third. Oh, basketball? I've seen that. Yeah. Basketball, JJ. Remember that movie? Yeah, I've seen that. 3-pointer. Time to take out Rojas. We got to have our left and our right fielders. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out towards center field. Rojas looks back, and he'll make the catch. Oh, my gosh. He took a weird turn and was able to hang on. He had to spin, he had to turn, and he was able to leap up, and he went towards the ground and was able to also slam into the wall as well. That thing took him by surprise, and he gets a standing ovation from Matt Strom. That was not easy. I got to tell you, that was an awesome catch. Did he misjudge it a little bit? Yeah, but guess what? He hung on, and that was a tough angle. So, Yohan Rojas caught it, and that is the catch of the game. We're going to the 9th. Rojas is the Nico Batum of this team. I get it. I get what you're saying. I forget who's saying the song, but there was a rap song that came out like years ago, and one of the lines was "Fourth quarter, why the F Batum in?" Was Rojas in bounds? Was it a catch? Yeah. Rojas specializes in turning routing balls into spectacular catches. And he did it on a Pico power play. JJ, you got it, brother. Fourth quarter, why the F Batum? Oh, yeah. What a night. Steve says, I love the late night games. That's good. I'm not feeling my best, but I'm happy you guys are having a good time. We're both feet down. It's college. I think the clock expired before the catch. They should review it. You guys are funny. You guys are hysterical, man. You really are. How are they banning the tush push when they don't even know what a catch is sometimes? Pitch to JT, and it's taken for a strike. Or it's actually taken for a ball. That catch will be great for his plus minus. AKA in baseball, you know what that is? WAR. WAR is plus minus. That's the equivalent stat. The pitch, it's taken up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, excuse me. I'm getting a little bit off track here. 1-1. It's outside for ball 2. Mason Miller's pitching. This could be an audition for him. All right, come on. 2-1 to JT. Swing and a miss at 101 miles per hour. There's no way that they're going to get a run off of this guy. Old Man Ferguson says, all right, I'll give the kid credit for that catch. That was a nice catch. 2-2. That was at 102, and it's fouled off by JT. They say that he is the best closer in baseball. 81 games, 39 saves in his 3rd season. And the 2-2 pitch, that reaches 101 again. And it's fouled off. Remember back in the day when batters were told that they had to choke up for a guy that threw 95 miles per hour? 2-2 pitch. There's a slider that's fouled off. Mr. Miller's 2 last names. Can't trust that man. Flag thrown replay, bottom of the 8th. Two-two pitch. That's outside for ball 3. JJ, can you explain why Matt Strahm is so good out of the bullpen, even though his pitches aren't so fast? The best way I can explain it, I'll actually do it in the second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch to JT. This one's bounced over towards the left side. Shortstop has it, backhands it, throws it over to first, and it is going to be dropped by the first baseman. He tried to dig it out, and it goes all the way towards the corner. JT's rounding second. They'll go over to third base, and he is safe at third. It looked like that was going to be a bang-bang play by the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. He fired it over to first, and the glove just came off of Nick Kurtz. He tried to make the play and play it on a bounce, and his glove just came flying off. And he couldn't make the play at all. Never seen that before. And so JT is at third. Here's Alec Boehm. This pitch is outside. They got to get a run now. Why is Matt Strahm so good with his lower deliveries or with his lower velocities? Here's the 1-0 to Boehm. Fly ball hit out towards right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to go all the way towards the wall. JT's going to jog home. It's 2-0 Phils, and Boehm is at second base. JT claps along, and it looks back at Boehm, and Boehm is smiling. Take that, Mr. Miller. There you go. There we go. And so Langeliers is going to go talk to Miller just to try to calm him down. The reason why is because Strahm, if you watch his delivery, if you watch his leg kick, I mean, the power that he has coming from the upper strength body, it's pretty good. Like the way that his delivery is, he doesn't really have to throw 98, 99. He gets a lot of power from his upper body when he's just throwing. It sounds weird. Doesn't have the biggest leg kick. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the windup and the next pitch. This is grounded over to first base. Heading on over to third is Boehm. Tagging the bag at first is Kurtz. And so 1 out in the top of the 9th inning, and Sosa does his job. Strahm leg kick is better than Jackie Chan's leg kick. Yeah. Gotta kick a Jackie Chan. I just saw the swimsuit from Japan. Shout out to Post. 1 out, top of the 9th. Brandon Marsh is up. He's going to pinch hit for Wes. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Also, with the way that he's just able to locate the cutters, it's... And the way that he hides his pitches, it's hard to, like, describe. One ball, 1 strike. Top of the 9th. 1 out. Marsh in the box, facing Mason Miller. And the 1-1, it's inside for ball 2. Jack, what's going on, Jack? He said, where's all the bone bashing? It's not here right now. Can I take a message? The 2-1, swing and a miss. Told you he's my ride or die. Good for you. I'm happy. I'm happy he's shutting me up. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. Thanks, Jack. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Marsh goes down swinging at a slider. I haven't seen you on here all week, man. Are the Pacers sweeping the Knicks? Nah, they're not going to sweep them. It's probably still going to go to 6. They're not done. 2 outs, top of the 9th. And Rojas is up. And he takes a slider that catches the outer edge of the zone. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit, and another run's going to score. How about Johan Rojas going the opposite way and getting on with an RBI single, and the Phillies now lead it 3-0 against Mason Miller. Wow. They're hitting him. Okay. Good contact. And again, Butler was playing back. And a timeout taken as the pitching coach is going to have a talk with Miller. Wow, I can't believe that they're hitting off of Mason Miller. Good for them. I mean, Miller has been a little bit shaky, but even still, this guy is regarded as one of the best closers in baseball. And so, for them to just get a couple of runs off of him, I'll take that. 2 outs, top of the 9th, and now it's Trey Turner who's coming up to bat. The pitch, that's a foul ball. Larry said, I just saw the replay. That was an insane catch. It was. But again, they called it a charge. Runner goes, 0-1 pitch, and Turner fouls it off, and Rojas had the bag stolen and goes back to first. Tiffany bet 5-0 Phils. Tiff says, you think, John? The ball's 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. It sails outside and low, and Rojas swipes second base without a throw. Two runs off of Miller feels like 5 runs off of anybody else. Yes. I don't care what they say. Good for them. The 1-2 to Trey Turner. And that's a foul ball. Rojas was going over to third. And he goes back to second. Wait, Larry, you can see the game and you're here with us losers? Dedicated play-by-play mod. Yeah, somebody get rid of the mod status now. No, I'm kidding. He was watching a highlight. But even still, I'm just messing with you. 1-2 pitch to Trey. Another foul ball at 1:01. Jack with another $2 super chat. Marsh makes the Ohapi trade look silly. 14 bombs. I hear you. I hear you, Jack. He wasn't going to get starting time, though, over JT. 1-2. That's going to bounce in the dirt and outside for ball 2. Whether you like it or not, that was just not going to be the case, but I'm with you. Thanks, Jack. 2-2 to Turner. He's battling. And here's the pitch to Trey. Line drive, base hit, back up the middle. Rojas is going to come in to score. And the Phillies have put up 3 runs against Mason Miller in the top of the 9th. And Mark Kotze says goodbye to Mason. Says you're coming out. Let's go. That's going to be it for Mason Miller. That was an awesome at-bat. Tell you what, I am happy for this team to be able to pull out these runs against this guy. Feel better with 4 runs, was nervous with just 3. And the way that they did it, the way that they pulled out these runs against this guy, gosh, that's special. That's pretty good. I'm satisfied with that. Need Harper to put it out of reach, says Doug. I kind of wanted to see Harper go up against Miller, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. That was a great at-bat by Trey. Can we, actually give him credit for that? Trey had a very good at-bat there. Against Miller, this was a delayed surprise. Yeah. Yeah. I'm shocked. I didn't really think that there was going to be a lot of stock in this game, but I'll take stock in that. I'll take stock in that. And again, has he been lights out over his last couple of outings? Not necessarily, but even still, this guy's throwing 102, he's throwing 101, and with the way that they were battling against him, I'll take that. The pitch is outside by Maldonado, and it's going to be off the plate for a ball. Anthony Maldonado, he has a 13.5 ERA. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper. And the pitch on the way. That's inside for ball 2. And the count is now 2-0. Charge! It was all yellow. Coldplay. 2-0 pitch to Harper. Strike 1. It's at 92. Harper today 0 for 2 with getting hit by a pitch twice. Carlos Hernandez and Jordan Romano are warming up in the bullpen. The toss to first, and Turner is safe. Trey has been on fire recently, says Eagle Auto. Did you see his interview where he said he figures something out and feels more confident in batting? Yes, I did. I did. And by the way, happy birthday to you again. Here's the 2-1 to Bryce. That's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 3. And Langeliers gets over towards the ball. Wasn't too far away for Turner to go over to second. That's a bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th. Wow, what a game that is. 3-1 to Harper. Fly ball hit out towards left center field. On the run is the center fielder and Soderstrom, and they almost collided with each other. And the catch is made by Denzel Clark. They almost banged on into each other. That could have been bad. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Rooker, Langeliers, and Andujar are coming up, and the Phillies get 3 runs off of Mason Miller and lead it 4-0. Okay. Let's check up on this Mets game. What's a 3-1 count to Luis Angel Acuna? One more ball, and then that's it. Come on. Let's go, Dodgers. They got out of the inning. Wow. They got out of the inning, and they're going to the 12th. No runs in the 10th or the 11th, even with the ghost runners. How about that? That's what it just said. Yeah, they're going to the 12th. It's still 5-5. After this game, let's watch the Mets game. Why not? Why not? Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman are coming up. Phillies lead at 4-0. Eagle says we are calling both games. We're not Kevin Harlan right now, but you know what? After this, why not? LA won the coin toss, says John. Ghost does not matter after midnight. I guess not. Let's see the end of that Mets game. Are we ready for the Carlos Hernandez experience? Oh, boy. Jordan Romano's going to pitch. The first pitch, it's outside for a ball. Ohtani's going to lead off against Reed Garrett in the Mets game. Yeah, we'll watch that after this game is done. 120 likes, 267 people tuning on in. The 1-0 pitch. This one's fouled off. We'll do like a little post-game show like as the Mets game finishes out. Why not? It's a 12:30 night, you know. It's a late one. It's kind of cool. 1-1, swing and a miss. I actually said he didn't go around. Sorry, the screen froze. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Line drive, base hit out to right field. Castellanos gets over to it. Plays it on 2 bounces. And so Brent Rooker gets on. Gonna say Mookie wins it for LA, says Doug. Stay on. We'll go to Apple TV after this. We will. It's on Apple TV, right? Pitch to Langeliers. It's up high for a ball. One 0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is inside for ball 3. I think we could actually get it on the phone, right? Rio pitch up high and inside for ball 4. And just like that, Romano has walked 2 batters. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Where is Apple TV? Isn't it on my apps? Here's the pitch to Miguel Andujar, and it's up high for a ball. All right. Stay locked in. The 1-0 pitch to Andujar. That's in there for a strike. You're right, a single and a walk, sorry. But got distracted. 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Thank goodness they got those runs in the top of the 9th. Two one pitch. It's fouled away. Back over towards the screen. Two balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 9th. And the windup and the next pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch that was in the dirt. Andujar goes fishing, and there's one away. That was important. I am shocked that he swung at that pitch. That is awful plate discipline. One gone in the bottom of the 9th. A double play ends it. And Kurtz is up, and he takes ball 1. It's a slider. A 1-0 pitch way up high, and Romano lost command on that one. Phillies playing against the Athletics at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, California. In game 1 of a 3-game set. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. It's down the middle. The Dodgers and the Mets are going to the bottom of the 12th. Two balls, 1 strike. And here's the windup and the pitch. That's inside again for ball 3. I mean, he does not look comfortable out there. It's not like that he's just missing by a little bit. Yeah, I think you got to take him out. The 3-1 to Kurtz. There's a fly ball hit out towards center field. Rojas goes back towards the track, and it is gone. It's a 1-run ball game as Kurtz goes yard and homers off of Romano 425 feet. And we got a ball game. Kurtz is all fired up, and Athletics Nation stands. Right down the middle. And Kurtz squared it up. Nothing but barrel. That hit their banner. Time is called. Tanner Banks is now warming up in the bullpen. Roughing the pitcher. Urias is up. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And the pitch is down for a ball. He looks off today. Body language. It's not rocket science. 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. Up next is Alexander. He's a left-handed hitter. He'll pinch hit for Denzel Clark. Here's the 1-1. That's a fastball taken right down the middle for strike 2. 1-2 pitch. That slider misses for ball 2. Two pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called, it was low, and Arias is jumping around, frustrated, but Romano gets the benefit of the doubt. My gosh. Was it a good pitch? Yeah. Was it low? Yes. That's a bases loaded with 1 out. Yeah, I see. Wow, that was a bad call. 2 outs. Athletics down to their final out. And Romano kicks, delivers, swing and a miss on a pitch to Alexander. Thank you, Bill Miller. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, and the pitch that's in the dirt for ball 1. One pitch. That's a foul ball. And the count is now 1-2. Athletics down to their final strike. And the 1-2 pitch, high for ball 2. CJ Alexander, 1 for 8 as a pinch hitter this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch, or the 2-2 pitch. This is lined out to right field for a base hit. And so the tying run is at first base, and Alexander gets aboard. It took 2 bounces in front of Nick Castellanos. And Rob has seen enough. And he will make a move, and he's going to go to the bullpen, and Tanner Banks is going to come on in to face Lawrence Butler. I don't like this. This guy's been really good. Dodgers just got a double play, and they're going to the top of the 13th. Gosh. Aye. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Folks, we have 5,810 subscribers. Did we get to 200 likes? We're at 190 people on here watching. 285, I should say. And just 123 likes. Let's go, man. Let's go. What does it say? Viewers in the chat are frustrated with what? I missed that. Is this new AI actually detecting other things? That just say viewers in the chat are not happy? That is creepy. AI is creepy, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Lawrence Butler's up. Tying runs over at first. Banks is going to pitch and try to get the final out. Banks looks back at first, now back to home plate. And the pitch, that's a slider that's in there for strike one. CeeLo's here. What's up, CeeLo? What's up, CeeLo? Here's the 0-1. It's outside for a ball. The Dodgers did just get a run in the 13th. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And Tanner Banks trying to close the door. One ball, two strikes. Banks takes a breath. Looks back at first. Now back to the plate. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. The Phillies do extend their winning streak to 8 in a row and come out on top. It got ugly at the end, but they hang on and beat the A's 4-3. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. Let's go. They hung on. They hung on. I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, besides that ninth inning debacle, this was a good game. I don't know what that was in the ninth. We, I guess, kind of have to talk about it, but left a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth. But my player of the game is Zack Wheeler. Really. Zack was awesome. He was special again. So, I'll take that. I'll also take the positive of us getting 3 runs against Mason Miller. He did not get help from his defense, but they hit the ball well in that ninth inning. And if they don't do that, they lose the game. They do. They actually needed those runs. They needed all of those runs to get this W. Because, again, you have question marks in your bullpen. And it showed in the ninth inning, and that definitely continues to be needed to be addressed. So, I'll take it. It's a win at the end of the day, and I was overall, before the ninth inning, happy with what was being displayed. Again, I'm just happy that they're racking up these wins. You know? And now they're back in first place. Let's go. Back in first they are. Forgot to mention that. So, great stuff. All right, it's 7-5 Dodgers. We'll stay on. We'll watch the end of this. We'll watch the end of this thrower to see if the Phillies can continue to gain ground against the Mets. We'll take the win. You're lucky I didn't root more earlier for the A's, says Joe. Okay. Stars of the game, number 3 is Bohm, number 2 is Turner, and number 1 is Wheeler. Yeah. Trey Turner's doing really well. And how about Johan Rojas with that extra run? He got the RBI single. That run may have been just as important as Alec Boehm's day. I don't know. Alec Boehm had the nice at-bat, but I don't know. Johan Rojas' run was the difference. That was the difference. So, CeeLo says we're coming next week. That's going to be a test for us. That's going to be a test for us going up against you guys. I'm I'm excited for that matchup. So, I'm excited for that. All right, we'll stay on. We'll watch the end of the Mets-Dodgers game, because why not? Why not? It's a good game. I have nothing better to do. And, I am going to go to bed after this, but it's cool. We'll have people stay on. They're in the top of the 13th. The Dodgers just got 2 runs. And there's 2 outs. Huascar Braziban just pitched, and he gave up 2 hits, including an RBI double by Teoscar Hernandez and a sac fly by Andy Pages. Kike Hernandez is up. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs in the top of the 13th. All right, let's see if I can pull up this game. Can I pull this game up? I thought I had Apple TV on here. I guess not. Let me, let's go to the App Store. Did Tommy Edman just get on? Or Kike Hernandez got on. Okay, good. So he is over at first. But yeah, nice game. Good win by this team. And I will take that for sure. Apple TV. There it is. Okay. Let's watch it. Allow once. Watch live. All right. Let's put this up here. Okay, 2 outs in the top of the 13th. Ohtani is up next. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. Braziban kicks and fires in the pitch to Edman. Fly ball hit out to right field. And the right fielder will get under it, make the grab. That's Juan Soto, and we're going to the bottom of the 13th. Can the Dodgers do the Phillies a solid and beat those Mets? And they do it. Where was Mr. Consistency? Yeah, I'm with you there. What else do we got? What else? Looking forward to it, Cecilo. Yeah, me too. I'll change the scoreboard up here. I'll do that now. Okay? I'll do that right now. And we will have the Mets score. Where is it? Okay. There we go. Good stuff. And this, we'll put up the other score right now. And that's this. Where is it? There it is. All right, 7-5 Dodgers. They're going to the bottom of the 13th. Doug says, let's go Dodgers. Jay calling in. I'm not going to do phone calls tonight. Tonight I'm not going to do it. Jay is calling in to talk smack about the Knicks and has mad respect for the Phillies. Not tonight. Tonight I'm not going to do phone calls. I'm sorry. I'm going to take the night off with it. Tomorrow I will. I promise. You can leave me a voicemail. Leave me a voicemail message. I promise. I will definitely play that on tomorrow. But tonight I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to take live phone calls. Getting tired, signing off till tomorrow, says Larry. Good night. All right. Good night, Larry. Good night, John Boy. We have 181 people still tuning on in. What's going on? All right, so the Mets are coming up. And Vesia, I think, is pitching. No, this is Luis Garcia, former Philly Luis Garcia. The pitch. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards center field. Edman gets under it, makes the grab, and there is 1 out. Jack says Phillies starting pitching, except Nola is awesome. Yes, they are. And Jack, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. 1 out in the bottom of the 13th. We'll also be doing the Sunday night game, which will be Mets and Dodgers. That'll be after the Phillies game is done. Here's the windup and the pitch. There's a strike called at the knees. And the count is 0-1. Charge! 0-1 pitch, ground ball hit over to third base, and the throw over to first in time, and there's 2 away. Woohoo! 1 more to go. 1 more to go. Let's go, baby. Francisco Alvarez is up. It's all up to him. The pitch, swing and a miss. What a night from the New York team, says Kevin. Kevin, it's not over yet, man. Don't speak too soon. It ain't over. He didn't say they were going to come back, but there's the 0-1. There's a line drive hit out to center field and a sliding catch by Tommy Edman. And the Dodgers hang on and beat the Mets. And the Phillies go up another game in the NL East. Ring the bell. They had a lot of opportunities. They beat the Mets. I like it. Beat those Mets. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Yes! That's great. That's awesome. Wow. What a game. What time did that game start? 8 o'clock? That was like, what, a 6-hour game or something? That game lasted forever. Insane. What are the Phillies now in the NL East? They are now 3 games above the Mets. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. Absolutely love it. Braves got to gain ground against those Mets. They do. They got to catch up. But, man, I will take that. Look at those Mets. Beautiful stuff. That's great. Rain delay. Gotcha. 80-minute rain delay. Okay. Well, and plus it went into extra innings. That was a heck of a game. Lamont is home. Time to feed the herd. Aloha. JJ, enjoy your cruise to the city. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's a perfect birthday. That's a perfect birthday, says Eagle Auto. Woo! I'll take that. Happy birthday, my friend. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to wrap it up. Love you all. Lila Tove, good night. And again, James, what else do we have? James, Tiffany, Jack, and everybody else that made the super chats tonight. I really appreciate that very, very much. You guys are awesome. You guys, without you, there is no us, man. As my friend Lomball would say. Love you guys. Lila Tove, good night. And see you all on the next one. Doug, you're the man. You're the man.